Coming to you live at 0500 34 minutes, Sunday, May 25th, May 5th, 2019. This topic it's not on none of the series, it's just one of those off topics. I said I was going to do 52 weeks of different things, and I added in my series. And since I don't have the live capacity yet, I got to get my desk and everything. I said I'm going to do. Everything's still in the work. Everything is still in order. Just want to let all the people know that I'm calling you my family. You're not my followers, subscribers. All 54 of you. Thank you for my new family and the family that I had. Thank you for the information that we share and we pass on to one another. And hopefully that you share with your family the things you learn, the things I learn, the things that we guide and challenge each other with, so we can become better production in the part of the community, not by societal standards, by our standards. I don't care what era you were born in, what demographics, what background, and I know I only speak to my soul and lineage family, my African descendant people. But everybody else that watches, this is not a hit to you about anything. It's just things that what I go through on a normal basis and what other people such as me go through. And it's not a class thing. It's a real race thing that what I experience from any other race of man. I'm sorry. And I've been around them. I talk to them. And it's things they will be shocked. They may not be racist, but they will really say, "Wow, I never thought about it like as that. I never experienced that." I love when we get into those type of dialogues with other race of people because they don't get to see it. And then when they see it, that's their family is the ones doing it. They don't see it, but then they say, "Have you thought about it this way?" And I would say, no, I never thought. And they help me peer into their life. And I can see, that's why I say, if I make excuses for my brothers, I make excuses for my non-brothers. And I call my non-brothers the other race brothers because imagine what we get displayed as. Black men, quote unquote, which I said I don't stop using, African descendant men, indigo men, dark men, we get symbolized that times has changed. So basically we went into reverse. That now we are the evil, we are the demons, we are the Roman Empire. But that didn't change because that's part of the New World Order. To take our women, destroy their womb, you destroy the nation. So what I want to talk about today is just not partaking in everything that's on social media. You don't have to partake on everything because everything is not for you. I can watch the African descendant women say they hate all black men. I'm not. They can say all, but I'm not part of the men they hate. I've done nothing to them. I learned that this is why history is about to repeat itself. If you destroy the nation, you destroy the room. So they destroyed our women hearts and mind. I'm not the type of man to be whatever the word. What's the word they use? Misganani or whatever, sexist, whatever the words they love to use. I have to say this. I'm truly sorry. I don't want to speak on women, but women is not logical. I'm sorry, and all my lady part of my family, and you notice and you know this, that how women think, how they act, and how they portray themselves is not the same thing as it's saying you're smart, but you're not intelligent. You have, intuition, but you don't have no discernment. You care, but you don't love. You are a woman, but you don't nurture. See what I'm saying? And a lot of things that I talk about, I never experienced. I found this to be disrespectful. You ever thought about adopting? I never had a child. I never impregnated a woman. I never had an abortion. I say I never had it because I become part of that woman. When we procreate a child, or when we start getting sexually intimate, after we're romantically intimate, and after we mentally and spiritually And a lot of men don't, back in the day, didn't look at spiritual intimacy as part of the completeness of man. The way that we think now, they don't look at that. But that played a lot of tribute, that played a lot of contribute to how our people act towards each other today. Women love to use, men used to be a certain way. Well, I say women used to be a certain way. My mother is more loving than the women of my age. My mother is 30 years, 20, 25 to 30 years different than a lot of women my age. My mother is different from you. So she's a whole generation different. She don't treat me as you. She'll say things, but she also have different types of actions. Not because she's my mother and I'm defending her. Is that my mother still feed me. My mother know how to cook. If my mother did not know some things, she would listen to my father. So I'll be telling women, y'all don't listen to men. A lot of women, majority, a good 80 to 90% don't listen to men. Only time you listen to men is when y'all become sexually active, or if that's a man you admire a lot because of the words and how he say it. If I speak a certain way, which I do, and that's why a lot of women, they say I think different. And a woman said, she said, you not a nigga. I said, I know. I'm not your average nigga because I'm not a nigga. And all she could do was laugh. I have a brain. I actually think outside of just, okay, I can see why women put men on child support. That's not a president thing. That's not a to bring back. I can see why a lot of African descendant men, dark men, indigo men are in prison. That has nothing to do with, we want to just no more after all these years. I can just keep now blaming the system and indoctrination. Because one thing I would say to these women that's on YouTube that do come to my channel, you find fault in all things now, I want to say quote unquote black men. The same faults you find in black men, you won't find faults in other men. And just as our men, same black men, you won't find faults in other races of women. So isn't that a slave mind? Aren't we still enslaved? And watching our women, they keep saying, I got my options open. They call it Blackistan. They taking the pink pill. We got a red pill, blue pill. What about everybody just put down the pills and take a dose of reality? Nobody talking about reality no more. We want to bring up the trends, so that's the matrix of way things are going, but nobody is really looking in the mirror. Nobody is taking accountability. Nobody is taking responsibility for their own actions. And even in their families, how inducive to you and to you family that you brought upon the destruction of your own people, to your family. You would say your aunt said this and that. So your aunt was the only person partaking in this situation. And we so quick to say, oh wow, only could give so much power, only can do. But how much did you really do? Did you really give your all? Just as you say love. You're looking for love, but you don't love your sister. So the creator was working with me on this, and I finally had the way to say it. You hate your own race person because the way you're in contempt, you're self-loathing. Then you go out and go with the other race person. Of course, the parts that you hate, that's the parts you're not going to focus on. You're going to give honor and tribute to the tribute in special order, special needs and effects. Everything you do is going to be towards what you say is not wrong. So basically you can ignore what they did to your brother. But when he do it to you, it's held in contempt. But when other races do it to your women and your sister and your mother and grandmother, that's not intent because it's not done to you. See, they can bypass. See, other men, other races can bypass, and other women can bypass the race thing because all they got to do is come in and say, I did something a little different. And I learned this as well. Also, I don't mean to use but also I learned that as a African descendant, indigo dark man on this earth, my African descendant dark woman, indigo woman on there's a woman, she's not gonna give me the same validation, the same love because of what she experienced. And they keep saying it's not because of the other men. So that's what I wanted to talk about. What I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Is that I keep saying this. I hate repeating it because repeating it becomes part of the curse. It become part of the hypnosis, become part of the trance, the incantation, and it's a new word, the illusion and the mirage. I'm gonna do illusion and mirage video pretty soon, a recording. So I just want us to get back to who we are. Who are you? I keep asking that. I want to know who you are. You don't have to say it to me, but think about who are you? Not way society made you, not the way you was raised. Who have you become? Because you're at the age, or you're becoming into the age, you getting to know who you are. So who are you? Selah.